2, 3. Go. Alright, y'all. This is part 2 to it. And as I was talking about people, cheating or whatever, and it being a choice, the second reason why people cheat is because it teeters on like the first one I gave, whatever, which is the emotional psychological dysfunction, but not as severe. It's more so a lack of discipline, a lack of self-control. One of the things that I used to say that you can spot it with is when a person would ask me if I could go without sex 30 days. I'd be like, no, I can't live without sex. No, I can't go that long. I got to get it in. I'm not even going a week. If your potential partner or your partner is saying that, then that's an issue. Because what they're saying is that they can't go over a period of time without declining themselves their sexual urges. So what if you're not around in that week or that month that they need this fulfillment? They're gonna go somewhere else. So it's a lack of self-discipline, a lack of self-control to let that urge consume you to go out here and do something that you shouldn't do. That may injure the other party or the other person, or neither person is truly committed as far as being monogamous, in a relationship, between one another. I would say with that, the way to address that is through prayer and practicing self-restraint. Gaining control over your emotions, over your desires. Understanding, knowing that you can't live without sex. Because there are people that are living without sex by choice and not by choice. People are sexual impotent. People take a vow of celibacy. People are, handicapped and maybe immobilized, waist down or whatever. So you can live without sex, and a person can live without, that desire. And to say that you can't says that there's a shortcoming with who you are and your own emotional and mental balance to a certain extent. So definitely, you want somebody that has self-control and self-discipline over their desires to a certain extent. And when they want to, have that fulfillment, that they only want to have that fulfillment with you, and that they can't be tempted or tested or tried to go somewhere else. So that's number 2, self-control. I think the third one is you're in a relationship, sometimes you get to a point where, your differences are kind of impacting how you feel between one another, and then either one party or both parties goes out and tries to find what they are missing in the relationship somewhere else. And it's usually sexual. This is my friend. They listen to me when I have an issue, and then it builds into something else. But generally, no good can come of that. You know what I mean? Because if you go into someone and you say that they're preying on you during a moment of vulnerability, then that says something regarding that person. So how could you even think that you gonna make that last or whatever, or that you could be in a relationship where you're trying to emotionally connect with someone else, but you're committed to this other person over here? So that's the third thing. So whenever you come across that crossroads where you're looking at the difficulties in your relationship, you have to go to prayer, and you have to be patient and work through whatever it is that's going on, and not make the situation worse. Because once you cheated, be it man or woman, you're going to damage that person for the remainder of your relationship. And you may get past it, but you'll never forget it. Especially if it's not a relationship where you just have each other that's going out every so often and cheating. I got a lot of friends and stuff like that in relationships like that. They go out and cheat every once in a while, and then they get back together, and some of them are even married. They go out and do their thing, and then they get back together because they're tired of being mistreated out there in the streets. So that's the third thing, is that A lot of people, because of the stress of life and being with one person over a long period of time, they seek comfort elsewhere, and it does happen. The fourth mechanism, I think, behind cheating would be the fact that the person just doesn't give a damn about you. You know, they there for the festivities, and they there for the orgasm. Then they just go. You know, they just want to hump you and leave. It can be a man, and even a woman nowadays. Women do the same thing. Hey, so it's really like an even playing field. You know, if you believe that this person is doing that, then you just need to cut that loose. Some people have issues. Some people have problems that cause them to act in a way like that. So you can kind of differentiate between someone that doesn't give a damn about you versus someone that may have their own issues or problems that cause them to act like that. But like I say, it's not your responsibility to try to fix that person. It's that person's responsibility to fix themselves. Through prayer and good and right conduct. You can be supportive, but to be caught up emotionally and trying to solve people issues and stuff like that. It's going to be very draining and very taxing. To try to get them to where they need to be. If you have kids together with a person, I'm not really going to comment on that in this video here. I think that would be for another video if I get that question. But yeah, they just don't give a damn about you. So the four mechanisms is someone who's emotionally and dysfunctionally, off. Just being honest. Someone who doesn't have self-control of themselves. Someone that, because of the situation, they seek comfort elsewhere. And the fourth one, someone who won't give a damn about you. But at the end of the day, it still all boils down to choice. We have a choice to do or not to do. You're not forced. So that's my take on it. I don't see where else you can go with a topic like that. So that's what it is. Alright, peace. What's up, people? Coming to you again. And I don't care what nobody says, what nobody tells you. Black, dark skin, and natural hair is in. You got these black men in the movies, these actors, whatever, representing, holding it down. But we've been holding it down since the 90s. And light-skinned dudes have been trying to come back. I was telling my mom the other day, that the sisters, they need to come on up. You know what I'm saying? Get on this dark-skin train. And I see that happening. I see a lot of sisters going natural, a lot of actors or whatever, they're dark-skinned women, ethnic-looking women or whatever, going natural, being who they are. And I'm not trying to cause division or anything like that, but for too long, brown skin, light skin, curly hair, funny color eyes, they've been put on a pedestal, and everything. And it's so damaging that you have people going through surgery, putting all kind of chemicals in their hair and body trying to mimic what they aren't. Black is beautiful. Your natural hair is beautiful, and don't let nobody tell you otherwise. It's silly in this day and time, with all this knowledge that we have here regarding who we are, to even entertain that nonsense. I watch these, TV shows, stuff like that, and black women talk about, they don't like themselves, and, they were teased or whatever. I know it can be hard, I know it can be difficult, but you know what? It is truly the story of the ugly duckling that turns into a beautiful swan. And the ugly duckling was never ugly. It's just that people are programmed to stereotype you. So don't worry about it. Your blackness is beautiful. It's lovely. Your skin is smooth. It's soft to the touch. And it glows naturally. It's beautiful. Black is beautiful. And I don't care what nobody says, how much they try to hate, don't let them tell you that. Now, ugly is ugly. Whether it be light skin, dark skin, whatever. If you ugly, you just ugly. That's just what it is. But I don't really see a whole lot of ugly people. I have seen a few, but I don't see a whole lot of ugly people. Or people that they consider to be ugly, they really aren't ugly. But they base it on, because my lips are thick, my nose are wide, and whatever else have you. But it's beautiful. Because you see white people are trying to mimic our features and the things that they're doing, and the way that they're having their bodies cut. So they're trying to get to where we at. We trying to get to where they're at. In the way that the races are intermingling and mixing. You got so many brown and red people walking around now versus like in the 90s and 80s and back, it wasn't that many of them out like that. But now that's the only time, every time you turn around, that's what you see. So my black brothers, my black sisters, y'all are the gems, because you're becoming a rarity, at least in this country. You know what I mean? So hey, relish in that, love that. I see a lot of beautiful dark-skinned women talking about how men, have mistreated them and try to take advantage of them, only because you allow it and you accept it. If that brown skin, dark skin, whatever guy is not treating you up to the level that you expect without you trying to use somebody, don't accept that. Don't. We as people, black people, whatever, you gotta learn how to be by yourself sometimes until that right person comes along. You gonna go on a date, casual date, whereas I go home, you go home, and ain't like that. I may even take you out, because I enjoyed your company or whatever, to show that I'm not trying to get at you or use you for anything like that, because I'm an independent person or independent woman or independent man, But learn to be by yourself. And then when you meet that person that's for you, that special person, then hey, it's going to be all good. Trust me, believe that. So don't sell yourself short. Make that man respect you. If he don't respect you, kick rocks, get on down the road. Find the next one, because it ain't going to be me. So again, dark skin is beautiful, black is beautiful, thick lips is beautiful, brown skin is beautiful. Hey, it is what it is. When we get with other races, we make the most beautiful children there are. Be it Hispanic, Italian, Mexican, white, Asian, whoever. We make the most beautiful children with them or whatever. But when they pair up, you take like an Asian person and a Mexican person, you don't get that same glamour. That's true. You put a white person with an Asian or whatever, it ain't that. Because we give like that beautiful texture of brown. We give that curliness to the hair, because our hairs are naturally curly. It's naturally curly. Their hair is naturally straight. So we curl up their straight hair. But black people hair is good hair. That's another thing. Stop talking some, that baby got good hair. No, your baby got mixed people hair. You know what I'm saying? Because it's mixed with another race. That ain't good hair, and my hair or your hair is bad hair. Stop saying that. I work with a lot of women, and I hear them say that all the time. It's that good hair, da 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 da. That's mixed people hair, and everything. So, they were once exotic, but they're not exotic as they once were, because there's so many of them walking around here. Dual nationality. But again, black is beautiful. Black is great. We're the original people. We're the first people. All races come out of us. A lot of people don't like to hear that. A lot of people don't believe it, but it's true. Do your homework. And if I get some comments on that, I'll do a video regarding that too. All right, love you guys. Peace. Because I'm beautiful too.